Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this beautiful tour of Zoo Sicily, our big project on the channel. This is part one of the current state of our project, and we're here on the parking lot very early in the morning. We made ourselves the way here, obviously with my EV, which is not just standing over here right now. We are fully charged, so we don't need that. We parked a little bit lower to the lakeside, but we already made our way up here. You can see some of the beds before they go for sleep. There are some already in here in the middle sleeping, the other ones just trying to get some food before they have their well-deserved day rest. Today we're going to have a little stroll through the park. We are going to start over here and we're going to end up on that peak over there in habitat that is currently empty for several reasons, but there's also a very special news that we have to talk about once we arrive there. So let's make our way to the entrance and wait for the sun go up to finally have a very nice day here in Zoo Sicily. There we are at the entrance. The sun has come up and we have the beautiful view here on our entrance sign of the zoo. This is Zoo Sicily. For those of you who don't know project, this is a zoo, obviously in Sicily, and the idea is that this has been purchased by some rich people who, just kind of built the zoo of their dreams. The only restrictiveness or the only restriction we have is that we have to value the environment and make sure that we build within that environment without destroying too much. So build basically with the natural environment around. That is the idea. So today we're not going to take the left entrance, which is that building. We're going to take the right entrance. This is another building over here, where we are going to get ourselves just quickly the tickets we need. So here you go. We're just going to grab the tickets here. Some of the walls are not finished, but don't mind those. And then we are going to take our route into the first habitat. I will actually go a little bit more quick through the zoo because it's already quite a bit of a bigger zoo, and I want this video not to be too long because I know that people nowadays don't really have that much time at hand. So don't worry, we're going to make our way quickly through here, and we are also going to have a longer version very soon for those of you who love these kind of nice zoo tours. But I will make this live as soon as the internet is good enough. I will do this together with you so we can also answer questions and stuff. So there's a wombat, wonderful, in the background there, going into its little house. The other ones might be, oh no, look at that, there's one just coming out of this one. It's so cute, so cute. Okay, so once we've seen that, we can actually go in here around that huge olive tree into the entrance plaza where we have a wonderful view towards what is going to expect us. You can see there's that little chapel on the top where we are ending our tour today, and yeah, we're also going down into a valley, and over here we can grab some snacks if we want to, but for the moment we are fully fine. We don't need anything, and we can just have a little glimpse into the koala spot. And let's see if we can see anyone in here. No one sitting in the trees. Well, this is normal for me because my koalas in this game just never ever climb whatsoever. They're just staying on the ground because they love the ground. But it seems like they're not even there. Maybe we can see them from the lower ground later. Are they in? Maybe they get some food right now. Let's see if they come there. Grab some food. Oh, they just put that into the tree. Well, they never use that tree feeder anyway, so well, we will have to look out for them. Okay, let's go further here to the right-hand side because next to the wombat, we have another beautiful habitat, as I think it's one of the most natural ones we've built here. There's the platypus, which is just going into the houses, and I'm not going to wait so that we see all the animals. It's going to be a rather realistic tour. Sometimes you see animals, sometimes you don't. I'm like a little toddler who's going to just go into the next area right away once they don't see anyone. Let's see if someone is swimming in here in the water. We also have like an underwater view, but it apparently seems like they're also not in here. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. There's no one in here as well. Let's see if there's someone in there. Yeah, maybe we get another glimpse later once we go up the staircase. The good thing in this zoo is that we have multiple viewing angles of nearly every single habitat, and this will always help in order to see the animals. Now, on the left-hand side over here, we have another opportunity to catch on to the koalas. Look at that! As I said, there's one coming down the stairs, down into its little area down here with the water, but they can also go for a little climb, which, as I said, unfortunately they never do this for me. Don't worry, it's all climbable. It's not like that I have built wrong or anything. they just don't do it. Okay, so on the right hand side we are going to have a look into that later, but we can have a little glimpse already if we can catch someone running around. Oh, look at that, there's some tiny little friends there. Yeah, we're gonna have a look at them later, but first of all let's have a look at that habitat here in the left. It's rather earlier in the day, so it's not really too much in the sun. They can enjoy a little bit of the shadow. Even though these animals are used to a hot area, they can already have a bit of a good time here. The wallabies, and oh my god, they are so, look at them, they're so cute. And honestly, also this habitat is nice. It's part of the Backstage area that hasn't been done fully. For those of you who don't know, I wanted to do the Backstage in the streams on Twitch. The problem though is that we still don't have proper internet here on my in my new home. Oh my god, that was a really crazy jump. Hello, mate. How you doing? Yeah, so I'm not able to stream at the moment, which is really not cool. I wanted to, I have the time to, it's just not technically not doable. But hopefully next week, because we finally have the fiberglass connection in our house. I'm just waiting for the data to log in. That's all I'm waiting for. Yeah, let's do a little stroll down here. There's some Backstage area nicely covered, and then we have this underground viewing. Oh, look at that, we can even see an otter passing by, diving in here. Let's see, where you gone? I've seen you. Okay, well, actually, oh, look at that. There's another one. Yeah, we've got some otters and cranes in that habitat. I had some awful issues with the deep dive, so this is why there's so barely anything on the ground. I might change that. I think this was just a bug that existed in the game and is fixed now, because usually these fellows over here only need 2 meters of depth, and this is way more than that, but they still didn't dive, so I needed to get rid of all the detailing and stuff. Yeah, gotta have to do that, and this piece in the middle also has to be a bit more nice, but that's that. Other than that, you have like a little chill area down here. You even have like a wheelchair access if you fancy doing so, even though it's going to be hard to get up. Yeah, it's good for the upper arms, I guess, or someone is going to help you, which I would prefer. So yeah, we are going to take a stroll through here later, so let's focus on the rest of the zoo first while people are bugging through. Oh, look at that, we also have an art walk passing by. Okay, let's go a little bit further into this area, which is not fully done, but there are some cool viewing opportunities already existing. So this one over here is already done, and I like it a lot. The simplicity of it, with like the in-game fencing and just like, you know, making sure everything is kind of properly aligned is really nice. And then, yeah, I'm still absolutely a fan of this insane river area over here. I think it really screams Sicily to me. At least the pictures I saw, you've got the cranes running around in here. This part is not done yet, but this upper area is done, and you can see how nice this looks with the cranes in between. Yeah, I could have made the water a lot more shallow, but I wanted the otters to dive in here. Maybe I'm going to change that for the looks of it, but I'm not entirely sure. And there's also a lot of clutter I'm using all the time. So I didn't hide anything for the tour. It's not meant to be the perfect tour. This is going to be happening later. Hopefully this year I'm also getting a new computer, so to run this properly, because at the moment we are already below 40 FPS, so it's going to be quickly down into the below 30 FPS now, which is a pity. But yeah, so this is the newest habitat we have in here. Our combination of gorillas and red river hawks. Look at them. They like each other so much that they're even cuddling. This is so cool. So yeah, we go up this hill, and then we have another view on here. Look at that. There's another one just going into the housings. Oh, I love that. It's just so nice looking over here. They just took a bath in the mud. Is anyone lying on top here? No, that's just like the wheel. Do we get like a better view of them cuddling? Oh my god, you're pooping. Okay. Where's the mud bath? Okay, I can't see anything from over here. They are secured. They're secured from our nasty views when they're cuddling. So yeah, over here, running around here like a toddler. We've got another chill area. Love it. I think the idea to open it up into this space is definitely taken. We're going to do this. And yeah, so we make our way now into the furthest habitat when it comes to the valley. And this is the giant panda. There you can see one passing by. It's a lovely habitat because it is made out of 4 parts. You can see we stand in the middle right now. We've got this main part over here with the swing. We've got another part over here which is lower down. They've got a bridge to pass over. Then there's like another raised area where they can stroll around. You get a bit more into eye level contact with these wonderful creatures. And then there's a lowered area again, yet over here to the right hand side, where you can see them from above. And these wonderful custom-made signs from Omi. He's doing them for all the habitats in here, which is insane. There's so many good ones coming. I can already spoil that. But yeah, so lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Okay, we go further into the zoo, and you can now tell this is getting super Sicily vibes. I really love it. I really love the nature around here, how lush it is, and still feels like Sicily. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Then we've got another little plaza. You can grab some food if you want to. Gotta fix something over here. There's still 2 shops in. But yeah, so this is that. And then if you go here, you have another view into a wonderful habitat. We're still missing the signs, but this is for the Jaguar. Or Jaguar. Jaguar, however you want to call that in English. I don't know. Yeah, we can't see it over here. Let's have a little look if they're inside or on the other side. As I said, we've got multiple views. And oh, look at that. There's one. Running away from us because we are running. We scared it away. Okay, let's go around to show you a bit more. So we have like a nice, this is one of my favorite views. This only looks like a little pond, you know, but there's like an optical illusion over here because in the back there is like a glass, but it doesn't seem like it. Looks like a full wall with some ornaments, but this is actually like a little hallway where they can pass by, and then once they pass by, it almost looks like that the Jaguar is actually in this area and it's open, but apparently it's not. And then you can also have like a little look inside. There's like a little chill area where they sometimes do lie down, and yeah, it's just looking super cool. Remember, that is the first habitat we ever did with the help of AI. I used AI to generate some inspirational pictures, created upon the idea I had in my mind, and this is what we ended up with. And I think it definitely was a proof of concept. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much how it works also with these like fake plants I built. It's so good. And then obviously we have the deep dive area, which we built quite a lot. It's like almost one episode only building that, but it looks really cool now. Unfortunately, I haven't seen them so often swimming by. I think I saw it once or so. That's that. Okay, so this is that for this area. Unfortunately, at the moment, it is a dead end, but we're not going to have a dead end at the end, so don't you worry. And then once we go back, and this is the base idea about the zoo, we always have a lot of different ways to go. This is just a path that leads back into the panda area. It's just a different way of going there. And then we can just take a little way in here, but we're not going there quite yet. We're going to take our way into this little winery or vineyard, and then on the left-hand side, we have some cool little exhibits that I have sunken in here. I don't know if we can see anyone right now. Not really. And if we look at the other one, can we see someone in here? Don't do that. Don't do this to me. Nope. Well, you can see a little bit of someone. Okay, so on this side there's no one, but maybe we'll catch on later. And then we've got this vineyard. You can see, look at that, some prairie dogs. They're roaming around in the vineyard, together with some skunks. And then we've got like an educational area for the kids. You know, if you have made an appointment here, the keeper is going in with them, and then you can like take a little seat, you know, boop. There you go, took a seat, and then we can listen to the keeper giving a little talk. I think it's cool. And you can even give some little grapes to the animals if they fancy coming around. So that's the idea. And then you go out of here. This is basically also the backstage area. At the moment it's opened, so people can pass in. And then we've got a nice little restaurant in here, all custom made, and these paintings are done by my daughter. I mean, actually, this is the first painting she ever did with her hands, and I found this looking so good as like a almost like modern art that I put this in here. And yeah, that's what she did. I just love it. I just love it so much. But yeah, so going further to this side, you can see there you can grab some plates and stuff and get some spices and so on, and then you can just take your seat wherever you want. And if you take your seat over here, for example, you have a fancy view inside of another habitat idea with these wine barrels. And then if you look inside here, maybe we can spot someone this time. No, not really. I mean, it's kind of fun because this is also bringing you into the position that you have to get here more often to hopefully spot someone. Maybe in this one we can finally spot something. Yes, look at that. There's a scorpion. And there is a scorpion. Truth to be told, obviously I needed to cut a little parts of the habitats. And in order to make sure that the people do see some animals, I'd recommend to put more animals in than I did. In fact, put the maximum in so you can ensure to always see something. Rather simple, but yeah. So this is also not fully done yet. I need to kind of fix a couple of little bits here, but don't look at them. But yeah, if you go over here, there's another little thing for kids. You can throw some water in here, so make it splash, and then just pump some water in, and so these little fellas over there can keep drinking. Look at that, the meerkats just drinking something. We've got a lovely little meerkat area in here, and also some artworks roaming around as they do in real life as well. And yeah, it's kind of working really nicely. So let's pass this bridge and go into one of my favorite areas, and this is the Lion Theater. Inspired by one of these antique theaters you do see in Sicily quite a bit. And then this is where the lions live in. They've got their little catacombs down here in which they live. They have got some backstage there, and then they can even go up into this area or just chill in one of these staircase areas, which they love to do. So that's that. We are not running the remaster at the moment because I took all the mods out for the update, in case you're wondering. So let's go further into the next area. Oh god, I love also this like very simplistic garden over here, but it looks good, and this is what I wanted to achieve. Now it's time to go up, because once you've done the valley, you can go onto the tour, because on here, this is going to be a tour. Once you go up here, you will end up where the Jaguar habitat is. So this is going to be like a tour, and we go up the hill, and first of all, we get another glimpse into the platypus habitat, and let's see if we can finally see someone. Yeah, look at that! There's one going over here. Look, proof of concept again. It works. We can see animals even though at the beginning we haven't. Is there also someone diving, maybe? Let's take a little peek. Oh, look at that. There's the other one chilling in the water. Yeah, as I said, really cool. And then, yeah, we are here. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. So maybe we can catch some butterflies flying around, because this is the butterfly area. And let's see if we can see someone. Ah, there's something on the tree. Look at that. Ah, love it. It still works so well. I still like the... Oh, there's someone's flying. Choo! Yeah, I just genuinely love how this turned out. There's not too much to talk about, but then we have like another peekaboo into the lion area. If they want to chill over here, you can see it. We go further up, and you will keep seeing butterflies flying around, as you can see. This is meant to be like a very open area I created with them over here. It almost looks like as if there is no restriction to it. Really big fan of that. And then we've got this little roundabout. You can even go to a little fountain in the center, but there's like this little roundabout leading you upstairs over this little bridge, which again doesn't work with Tedget Cam shenanigans, which I am not sure why. Okay, I'm just going to take a shortcut then. I really don't know why, but I'm just going to take this shortcut. There you go. They need to fix that. You still can't pass over bridges with the Tedget Cam, or like the explore mode, as it's called nowadays. Yeah, you can see again yet another one. You see the kind of butterflies everywhere you look around. I still love this to bits. And then you made it up the hill, and you are greeted by some African animals. And to the left hand side we should be seeing some hyenas, and there's another optical illusion I did, and I'm still very proud of it. Now when you're standing over here, for example, it almost looks like as if this is part of the lion habitat, but apparently it's not. There is a ditch in between, but you can't see the ditch, so it looks like as if the hyenas live together with the lions, which I mean, habitatual, or like the area where they're living, obviously makes sense, but in a zoo you wouldn't technically keep them together. Where are they, by the way? Maybe we see them from the terrace later on. I'm a bit confused where they are. Okay, but because normally they're just strolling around like crazy. This is the empty habitat. We're going to talk about that in a second. But we first of all will make our way a little bit further up. There's one more animal left. And then let's go around that corner, very lush area. There's like a lovely little restaurant over here. Oh, I forgot a plant. This was from a building project. I guess it's the floating plant. We still haven't done this building. It's still a little bit too low. I gotta have to fix a couple of these things. But yeah, the interior is already planned how it looks. But we already have our terrace over here, and we also have a very nice little inside view. Oh, look at them! They're chilling inside. See, this is why it made sense to do that. This obviously you shouldn't do that, but I will just do that for testing reasons. Oh, look, there's another one coming over there. And from here you can also see parts of the ditch. So yeah, love it. Really, really do love it. Okay, let's go out of here because... Oh, wait, now you can see actually one thing from this side. There already are friends, the penguins. You can see them here. But there's a really, really, really much better view. Let's go a little bit up the hill. You've got that wonderful view of the rock. There's one standing here. Oh, it's so lovely. So lovely. And then you go down here. And this is the educational area. And you can even sit down here for a little talk. And then you can see them dive. And it's all so good. I really do like this project so much. I think we've some of the best habitats I've done in this project. For sure. I mean, it would be very weird if not, because that's my main project at the moment. But yeah, it's just so good. It's just so good. All right, the empty habitat was my hook, because now I gotta have to fly out for you and have a little look at the full-sized zoo at the moment. Let's do exactly this and go into the free look mode, zoom out, and there is the zoo. This is Zoo Sicily, guys, and I can't tell you how excited I am to keep on building in this project. I think it's super nice. I think it's super fulfilling what I was opting for. And yeah, speaking of this empty habitat, this is the habitat where I used the alligator mod, or actually the saltwater crocodile mod. And speaking of mods, it seems that Frontier has taken out the limit of how many animals can be in the game. So for those of you who didn't know, in the previous updates, or in the previous state of the game, I should call it, it wasn't possible to go beyond a certain number of animals. I'm not sure exactly what that was. I think it was 200 or so. So you could use a lot of mods in your game, but you couldn't use all of the mods, because at a certain point there was a limit to the number. And now this limit is gone. And there are already people thinking that this might be because Frontier has something in the back for the future, or to make sure that modding and so on is supported for a longer time and offer them the chance to bring in more animals. Either way, even if the support for Planet Zoo will one day end, we can now bring so many animals in as we wish to. And this is pretty cool because, as I said, I'm very, well, let's say, cautious when it comes to using mods, but sometimes it just makes sense. Sometimes it just makes sense to bring in the right animal. I mean, you've got so many crocodiles in the game. It doesn't hurt to have the saltwater crocodile in, because you have the phenomenal rig that Frontier did. You've got the textures, you've got everything. You can just remodel it, and then there you go. It's basically the same as Frontier did. A little bit harder is obviously these types of animals that are not meant to be in the game. So, for example, people made some sloth out of the koalas, and that just looked weird. Now we have the actual sloth as a walkthrough exhibit animal and so on and so forth, which is one of those you can't really remodel, but you can at least bring in the other model of the sloth, so you can go into a two-toed one. So yeah, I mean, there are chances to do so, but that's not the point of today's video. I just wanted to give you that little bit of spicy news, because I thought that was a good bit of news. But until then, this has been the tour for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I certainly did enjoy that a lot. And if you want to see more of this project in the future, you better subscribe to the channel, because we will do a lot more. Little heads up, the next episode will take a little bit longer, because I started something crazy, and yeah, you know my brain by now. This will take time, so wait for it. It's very much worth it, but until then, have a good one, and goodbye.